Welcome, my darling pretties, to our Beyond the Dawn of Business podcast for pretty, empowered female entrepreneurs. It's time to step into your power, pretties. Lift each other, support the squad, and choose a life filled with the autonomy and freedom to live your dreams. I'm your host, Dawn Beth, owner and founder of Beyond the Dawn digital business brand and agency. My coffee is hot and my eyelashes are on, so we are ready to go. Hi and welcome to this episode. Today I'm so excited to tell you about my lovely friend and client Kate, who has been smashing business life for a while now, but in particular had started to fall out of love with social media and had started to fall out of love with being visible in general. The reason why I wanted to share this with you, with loving permission from Kate, is because I'm coming across a lot of negativity when it comes to social media as part of business strategy. And I think that that's actually quite natural considering the last couple of years and what we've been through and how much noise there has been online, especially since 2020. It's always kind of steadily increased a little bit, I think, but definitely it has gotten worse since we've gone through the COVID years. And I thought it was really, really interesting that actually for somebody like myself who is working in social media all of the time, and I see a lot of the good stuff that happens on social, that perhaps it would be nice to give you guys a bit of an insight into some of the positive stuff. Now, one thing that I will never deny is that all social media is more powerful and more embraced when it does negative bias. If you haven't heard of negative bias, it is basically anything that you put online that is negative rather than positive is going to get more time, it's going to get more airtime, it's going to get more traction, it's going to get more engagement. That's kind of just the rule of humans. We have some primate brain activity still occurring up there, and we do react more quickly and more strongly to negative bias content. It's just the way it is. So in terms of everybody feeling a little bit like, oh, social media is a bit of a place that can bum us out and isn't making us feel good and actually puts piles on pressure and makes me feel like actually I want to hide away from it. One thing that you should take from that is that you're not wrong. And that nobody here is ever going to invalidate your feelings in that way because it's a very personal thing. That being said, there are good things happening. They're just one, potentially not getting your attention as quickly as negative bias does. Two, they may be being shared by people that you're not following. And three, it might not be something that you've had the energy to fully immerse yourself in because so many of us are focusing on our own businesses, on our own activity, and making sure that we can do what we can for ourselves as well. And much like the old adage, your oxygen mask first, if we're taking care of ourselves so regularly, we don't have time to be looking around for the good stuff around us. We need to just be hunkering down and taking care of ourselves, right? So the last few months, I have been really trying to increase our value at Beyond the Dawn. We know that we're incredibly valuable, but we haven't given back as often as we would usually in 2022. We had lots and lots and lots of busy periods. We hired lots of new team, and everything that occurred has been just wonderful, whether it's been not so wonderful and it's been a fantastic learning, or whether it has just been immediately wonderful. We're grateful for it all. It's been one big bundle of fantastic business growth. That has meant that the little fun challenges and things that I would normally do, the little prizes, the freebies, the bits and pieces that I would normally put out there into the world, there hasn't been as many of them. They have still been there. I'll never ever remove them completely. But we've had to pick and choose our availability for our schedule. And of course, we've had to put our client schedules needs ahead of our own quite frequently in 2022. So for me, it became a situation where I really wanted to give back. And all last December, we created an absolutely free, with no launch at the end, Christmas countdown in December that people could sign up to. And it was just emails with a gift in every single day in December. It was a Christmas countdown and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work pulling it together. But it was a lot of fun to do, and every single day me and the girls were just joyful watching people open up their emails and receive something for free, or even on the odd day we would send discounts to other things, or just lots of fantastic offers that gave a gift, at least a gift every single day. And it was great. It was really, really great. We loved it. And one of the things that came from this was I got an email from my lovely friend and client, Kate, who said to me, Dawny, I'm interested in buying one of your courses that you've put down as like a ridiculous bargain in this Christmas countdown, and I would just love to know whether it's something that would be good for me, because I really hate social media right now, and I'm not sure whether buying a course in social media is going to make me do what I need to do, because I actually really don't enjoy being on it anymore and I'm just struggling. So is this course worth me doing, or am I just going to throw £47 at something and actually do nothing with it? Which, I mean, we've all done, right? The freebie and course, low-cost course graveyard in all of our email boxes will attest to that. We've all done it. So I explained to her that this course will do nothing for you if you don't go on and actually action the steps in it. You do need to be active on social for you to get a benefit from it. And if you're feeling that way out about it, perhaps it wouldn't do anything for you, because it certainly wouldn't be useful just to theorize. All of my courses, you'll get so much theory, you'll get so much support. I'll teach you how to do it. I'll give you lifetime access, because I never expect you to take on all of the stuff that I'm saying in one go. I certainly wouldn't. But at the same time, you do have to go and take the action. Otherwise, it's no good, right? It doesn't actually support you at all. So I said to her, what's the main thing that's stopping you? What's the big block that is stopping you right now from actually going and spending some time on social and being amongst the right crowd of people? And she said to me, I just feel like it's a massive energetic drain. And I get that. Immediately I understood what she meant. I thought to myself, gosh, I've been there. I've been in those rooms. I've been in those environments. I've been in those spaces where actually, this is just draining the life out of me. And the difficulty with that is that you are the positive role model in that room. You should always be considering the time that you spend in the right energy, and that doesn't matter whether it's somebody that you're going out for dinner with, whether it's somebody that you're meeting in person, or whether it's people that you're hanging around online. You know that saying about being the sum of the people that you hang around with? If you want to be a millionaire, hang around with 5 millionaires and you'll be the 6th. That kind of thing. That is true to an extent. You do need to be really hyper aware of who the positive relationships are, both in person and online. So we had a little conversation, we had a little cuppa and a chat, and I explained that she is an incredibly giving woman, and that there's a very good chance that she has accidentally attracted people who perhaps need that light. For those of us who like to support, like to show up with love, like to lead with love, like to be a light in the darkness to other people, that's all fine and dandy, but we're really good at attracting people who are unhealed. We're really good at attracting people who require that positive relationship. We're really good at attracting people who are desperate for some good. That's fantastic to a certain degree, but you can accidentally allow your energetic field to just be completely reduced if you don't protect your energy in the right way. So I explained to her that first, before she should do the course, before she should try to learn anything or action anything, the best thing to start with would be considering the benefit of being around people who could be a positive role model for her and what that would look like. So for a couple of weeks, she kind of dallied with chatting to people online, very, very low level, but just had a little look around at people in the space who she felt she could resonate with, who perhaps were just on that kind of higher vibration and made her feel good rather than making her feel like fatigued. And that was brilliant. That was really good. And then she messaged me to say that she'd purchased my course, which was fantastic. And she tried to watch the course on the Tuesday night, and there's a lot of modules. There was 12 modules and some bonus stuff. And for somebody who isn't particularly naturally doesn't love social media, not got a natural affiliation with social media, she found it a little bit overwhelming. So she decided that she would put it to one side for a little bit and she would try again another day, which she did. And she went back on the Thursday and she skipped a couple of modules, which I wouldn't normally endorse, but she decided that's fine, I'll go back to those areas. I would like to do this particular one, which was about engagement. And on this engagement module, not to give you a spoiler alert, but I basically give you a rundown of a very quick and easy way how you can connect with people online who are of the right energy, who are close to your ideal client, or could be a peer support or a positive role model in your business journey or even your personal life. And I give some really quick and simple active tips to go and take some action and to make a difference to your day straight away. And this is what she did on the Thursday. And she had a play with it and she chatted to a few people and she had a real good walk around Instagram, which was the course that she'd taken, my Instagram Glow and Grow course. And she basically just connected with a few people. Now, on the Saturday, one of the women that she'd connected to on the Thursday had obviously logged onto her Instagram and seen these great comments from her. So she replied back in comments and Kate replied back to her, and eventually the conversation moved to the DMs. And in that conversation, Kate quite quickly realised that this lady was not only completely fascinating, but she was in exactly the right place in her business for Kate to help her and elevate her. So they had a little conversation, really casual, no big sales pitch, no push, no scarcity, no FOMO. And this woman said, I really have enjoyed talking to you. You've brightened my day. If only I could speak to you more regularly like this, I really do think I'd be in a different place in my business. So, of course, Kate was like, well, I have a one-to-one spot available. And if you'd like it, it's yours. I can already tell we're a good fit. I would love to speak to you more. We can chat as friends anytime. But if you'd like more structured support, if you'd like the opportunity to take this to a different degree, there is an opportunity for us to do that. And straight away, this woman signed up. So Kate messaged me on the Saturday to say, thank you so much. The £47 and one conversation with you about good humans being on the internet, good humans being on social media, made a difference of over £8,000. On the Saturday afternoon, £8,400 was in Kate's bank from the one-to-one coaching sale that would not have been there had she not have made that one connection. So, I riddle you this, my pretties. If you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling drained, if you're thinking about the noise, if you're thinking about all of the areas of social media that perhaps don't actually speak to your soul right now, please think about that one shining light. that one person who's looking for you, that one person who needs to work with you, that one person whose content your content can help. Try to take the self away from it just for a second and remind yourself how you could, not just financially, although the financial stuff for Kate was amazing. I mean, it'd be amazing for any of us, right? £8,000 one afternoon with no big hard sell, no worries, with a like-minded connection. Absolutely fantastic. 8K from one connection. It's amazing. But think about actually your purpose here. Why did you go into this in the first place? What is it you wanted to achieve? There is definitely hundreds of people out there that are looking for you. But if you can't think about them because that's too big and it feels like it doesn't fit, or you're not sure that you kind of believe it, believe in the one. The power of the one connection, the power of the good. You might have to dig for it like a truffle. There might be some poop you have to dig through to get to that one. But I promise you, there is that one. So stick with it. And if you're feeling a little fatigued with social, let us know in the free group. Let us support you and lift you up, because we've all been there, and it is a fantastic tool for our businesses. It's often a massive staple for our cash flow and our income, but at the same time, we're all realistic in terms of it can be quite draining and it can cause fatigue, and the best thing we can do is lean on each other to help each other through those times, because I promise you, there is always a shining light and there's always somebody who is looking for you. If you're loving our Pretty podcast, come on over to Social Pretties, our online safe house and sisterhood community. It's a safe space where female entrepreneurs connect and thrive in a warm, welcoming fold of pretty amazing women. You'll find an easy redirect in the description, and I can't wait to see you in there. And depending on where you're listening right now, we would love it if you would click subscribe or follow so that you can be the first to know when our new podcasts come out.